People around the world know little to none about Africa and their vastly diverse history. This is because what we think we know about Africa is often not true. What we think we know is really just a mixture of stereotypes that predominantly come from the media. Most of these stereotypes are negative or very broadly based just off one specific African culture. Stereotypes such as AIDS, poverty, child soldiers, slums are often on the forefront of people's minds. The truth is Africa is the second largest continent on the planet with diverse cultures, an impactful history, and compelling present. With humankind dating back to Africa, its significance is paramount in our current civilizations and education systems.
Where do you think humankind originated?
Wasn't it like Vegas or something? The dynamic story of Africa begins with mitochondrial Eve. The roots of Africa run deep throughout the world, and scientists have traced every drop of human blood back to Africa. Not only does this say that everyone is related, but also that Africa had an intricate role in linking humankind together. But if we are all from Africa, why are we not all dark-skinned?
Skin tone is based off of biological factors, but is magnified by where you live on the planet. On the continent of Africa, there is every possible skin tone you can imagine, with the darkest skin tones located closest to the equator because of the increased melanin needed for excessive sun exposure. There are skeptics who do not believe that everyone can be related due to differences in skin tones, heights, and hair color. Some even go as far as to say that because they cannot understand the cultures, practices, or languages of Africa, that this is not true. However, it must not be forgotten that culture and language are learned throughout early life.
When you think of Africa, tell me the first two words that come to mind.
When I think of Africa, I'd say poverty and AIDS, maybe? I don't know.
Many misconceptions have been made about Africa from the beginning of time and have continued into modern times. Many reasons have led to this being an issue, including events such as colonialism, slave trade, and late technological advancement. The practice of ancient cultures, politics, and underprivileged economies. The truth is, although many of the misconceptions are true in small cases, most of them have been shown throughout the media over and over and led to stereotypical views of the entire continent of Africa. The truth is, Africa was the first place to have raging civilizations, agriculture, monarchies, religion, and wealth. This remains true for African civilizations of the modern times.
Based off of what you have learned from this presentation, why do you think we should study Africa?
Honestly, I've learned a lot during this presentation, and I think we have to study Africa because that is where all civilization began.
It is very important to study the past of our heritage and also to study the place where everything began. We have to foster advancement of the study of Africa, for our world and the connections to the past depend on it.